them. Quick TP out of there for Xcurate. Has to dodge the paint shells.
Getting away from that one, but I mean, worth noting it. We were checking as soon as we had seen the agent select. And as you discovered, Ye, I mean, 2 career firsts for him here today.
Correct. It was the first time on Neon, the first time on Sky as well in an official match for Ye. So really, again, something we were talking about earlier, Achilleos, is how we're really impressed with the way that Ye is like working with this team, playing selflessly, fitting in where he needs to. Egoist back on his natural role of controller on that Killjoy. And of course, Izu as well, switching off the Astra to the Omen for this match for T1. So some different looks from both sides.
Flash out to try to catch somebody pushing forward here into the B site. A moment away from actually being able to snatch them up. The pullback comes in from T1. Looks like Saya looking to maybe apply some pressure over here at C, or at least scout things out here. Well, Rossi's just been steadily inching forward over towards the A site.
And not a lot of utility in the hands of Bleed left.
It feels like they're going to wait this out, let Carpe, yeah, he clears out that turret, forces smoke rather out of Scary. Currently doesn't have any available, needs to wait for the regen, but as the shot goes his way and the orb comes down, that should tell Bleed all that they need to know as they start their rotations over towards the A site.
But she's still got a little bit of extra utility in the back pocket here.
Not quite caught as he was sliding down Darren, able to find that kill, and quite not going to be deep enough to actually catch him. So now it's just going to be chilling out at drop.
Well, there goes all that util.
Corner peeking, not wide enough to spot Carpe here. Now joined by Crazy Guy, who's going to take the first fight. The first bullet to the face. Taken down. Paranoia now crashing across, managing to get that blind out onto 2 as Saya player plays up into the poison orb. And Carpe is just going absolutely crazy! The man comes up with a 4K, still standing at the end of it all. And that's going to be the first pistol round win here for T1.
And this is something that Pistols is click on heads. And I know that sounds kind of basic to say, but he's really, really good at it. I mean, think of all the times we've seen him with a Guardian or a Sheriff, in this case a Ghost, and he's just popping people. I mean, he's so steady-handed. And he's just such a pleasure to watch in some of those rounds where he can just absolutely take over. And not speaking of Guardians, there he goes. He swaps into one.
Yeah.
Xcurate going for the Vandal.
Shock fault line, everything chucked out here as Xcurate pushing up, finding one, managing to get the second down, able to get off that orb and get out of sight. Carpe now pushing forward. Does he anticipate? Work here from Ye behind the box. Oh, the answer's going to be yes. Sends out the C's, looks for the spray, trying to take him down. Has the decay there, but runs out of bullets, has to back away. Jump up over the helmet box, and Ye will be able to find Xcurate, taking him out with a classic. That's relatively all that he's going to be able to get. Carpe does get tagged down to 39. With the wraparound here, Ego is coming in from behind. Maybe they can get the jump, but okay, yeah, it does get spotted. Paranoia hit, tries to swing out. They tuck in behind rubble. Door now tapped. Scary, taking a bit of damage, answering some back, still managing to stay alive. They're going to try to flush him out, and they will be able to do so right as Egoist also dies off screen. T1 losing out on a couple players, taking a bit of damage, but they close out the anti-eco. The backs.
The backs.
The bastard.
We've been here for a little while.
That's the most succinct thing you could say to explain anything that happens for the rest of the evening.
That's true. I'm gonna dip in. I'm gonna be dipping into that well. No, like really, it's good movement. He's just really cagey with it. Yes, beautiful. Let's go.
Round 3 off. Quick dip back, avoiding that fault line as the smoke is going to be coming down.
And you can see they were making sure that if anybody pushed through mid, that they had reinforcements there. Make sure it was covered. Now a shift back over towards the C site. All that KJ util gonna be in the way. Turret there, playing off the contact of that to pop the nanos and the other things. But Saya is gonna use this opportunity to sneak in a door. But you got a couple members ready to go. That breach util too.
Yep. Yay. Catching a glimpse, but catching a connection there. Bob trying to see if there's going to be an alarm bottle around the corner. Another smoke going to be coming through. T1's doing a very good job of just cycling these out of Scary. These paint shells will clear all of the utility. Still going to see that nano tucked into the back site there. Actually, both nanos used for that water side of the C site. Once again, working their way over it. Oh, the bite timing is just absolutely gorgeous. Kill gonna be found. Carpe is like, okay, I don't need the vandal. Gives up on the opportunity to pick it up. after missing it the first time. Ye now trying to take that first fight. Spots it, but Izu somehow pivots and gets the headshot. The Guardian taking him down, and Izu claims another. 10 seconds remaining. Spike being planted, but 5 members strong, and Bleed have to scatter to the hills.
This is just so well handled. I mean, T1.
It's clinical.
Yeah, they read the positioning of Darion so well, clean him out, and then Izu just rolls into the site with the Guardian and just runs him over. And you have to, it Bleed's already leaning back towards this site to help Darion after that toxic screen and the poison cloud come up with the amount of time that was left on the clock. It wasn't a lot. They knew that this was pretty likely to be an A, potentially go through baby door towards B, but could shift over in that direction.
Carpe's on the hunt. Around the corner. Oh, puts the gun away right as he rounds the corner. Seems like he didn't expect him to be over here at all in the connector. Well, they know where one's at, so yeah, they go jumping forward. And, oh, down very low on HP. Weapon picked up. Scary wants this kill, and he will be able to find it. So a 3K built up for him in the round, but
that T1.
Who knows?
That T1 won 75% of their Lotuses in all of VCT, including internationals, including here in Pacific, in official VCT matches on Lotus. So they're really, the scary part is, and I'm not talking about that the guy on the game, I'm talking about, you know, the feeling, is that they're better on the defender side.
Oh boy. Okay, the jump across, iPlayer going to be stunned up as that full line comes out, but now Nightfall unleashed and Scary taken down. 2 swung out here over at the stairs, and Darion with that Sheriff will be able to put one down. Rotates around up towards drop. Gets himself situated on the site. Baby door broken open. Carpe wary about a push out here. Given the weaponry, I mean, it would just be suicide from Crazy Guy to move out. Stinger at that range.
Yeah, it's not going to go well for him if he does that.
Especially versus this.
And I think here as T1, you'd like to keep them at arm's length, right? Like, you know on this eco, they're going to be going for some of those close range weapons. And you'd rather, I'd be totally fine with a pivot towards C here. Just get out, try a different area, and they'd be right to do so. They seem to have a pretty good read on this, at least looking for lurks as well. You know, you have to expect that someone is maybe going to be going for that backstab to maybe at least claim a gun or something out of the hands of T1.
30 seconds
the
left.
economy's so good for them already, Achilleos. Like, they've already got an Odin, they've already got an Op. I mean, this is really clean.
Yep. Kill found. Egoist now starting to think that this is going to end up being the C site, but as the turret gets cleared, he'll realize that he was a little bit closer to the action than he might have originally anticipated. Corner plant coming down, fight to prevent the push out.
Spike planted.
T1 will be able to get away with that plant scot-free. As Rossi, Enzo's not here. He can't hurt you with the Odin. You don't need to be running this.
I mean, this is just so tricky. I mean, you're just hoping to snag a couple big guns, maybe if you're really lucky.
One of the biggest issues is that with the Odin around the corner, this is one of the last guys you want to be funneling ult charge to. Is that pit? I mean, we know how powerful it can be in a post-plant setup. So it will just stay put. Get ready to go down to the spike, especially after that warning fire coming through. T1 will make their exit as they pick up yet another round win.
And what I'm really liking about strength of the individuals on this team, and you can funnel things around. You can switch who's opping based on where your ult cycles are and things like that. So
sure.
I love the way that they maneuver this map. But now you've got the big boy guns in the hands of Bleed as well.
Yeah, Crazy Guy there with that open. Saya just going to get sprayed down, put it into good use. Carpe trying to creep forward. Spray continuing as Ye won't be able to find him. It's going to be Spike Trump. They're just trying to push up into the smoke. Ends up getting taken down. TP into the corner. Crazy Guy decided to back away from that angle. He down low on HP, but now it's just Excurrent and Izu. Last one standing. Excurrent honed in on this position. As the smoke comes in, trying to creep up. Trying to play this quietly. Hold on the plant, the aftershock, and it will interrupt that. He actually could have stayed for it. Doesn't, decides to pull off. Now goes for the plant once more. There he is in heaven. Script puts some good damage down, but cannot get the kill. And it's a quick little pivot there from Ye around the corner to take out Izu. So first round victory coming through here from the side of Bleed, and honestly, a little bit surprised that we hadn't seen a timeout called prior to this round.
Put that Odin to great use. Crazy Guy, the IGL, gonna be the one in hand with it. He gets some big kills. Yay, right there to play off of him. Let's see if Bleed can stabilize a little bit here. Money in the bank for T1 to go. Tricky now is Darion, an operator. Gonna be watching towards Mound. No contest. So everybody, including the Killjoy util, gonna be over towards the A site. T1 uses Toxic Screen. Try to clear a little bit of extra space. Might have cleared one of the nano swarms.
On the opposite side of the wall. Saya, Showstopper at the ready. Just right now, though, the birth of ultimates that are available on the side of Bleed is going to be quite worrisome here for T1. Smoke dissipates, but no one willing to peek out. Trailblazer will go through. And that could be somewhat problematic and will get cleared out. So, Izu's position still going to remain a secret.
Now going to be leaning in towards the B site. Showstopper on the other side, opening the door to try to buy a little bit of time and a little bit of a fake here towards A.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be sending it, has everybody crowd back, but this kind of forces them in towards the middle of the map. So as the strike gets ready to come through, they're actually not in a bad position at all here, are Bleed. Shot not connecting, Excrit ends up getting taken down. Egoist with a nice spray control. Managing to find the kill, and now it's going to have to be a pivot back over towards this A site with barely any time remaining.
10 seconds left.
It's over towards the right, Ye trying to spray out the box. Carpe sending the haunt up over the top, catches one. Ye going to be taken down. Tap onto the door, manages to escape, but he doesn't know Egoist's position. Rossi certainly does. Takes him down, now a 3v3. Up still in the hands here of Darion. One away from his own Showstopper. If he can find the opening kill, that could be what breaks things open as he goes bouncing down. Izu collects, scoops up the Odin, and put it right back down. T1.
It's like you know that like a flash or something is coming, but they're still going to challenge that angle. That Rolling Thunder comes through. Now Excurate able to dodge it, but he's still willing to challenge the repush out. They ride the Rolling Thunder out, immediately pivot back towards A. Izu there quick with the TP to get over, get the plant down with little time remaining. And then they just set up some really good positions to just shut down Bleed, and any hope already. Still able to keep the big guns in hand. Excurate on that op once again. This time going to be watching over the mound. And it is just Egoist over here. You do have a little bit of backup from Crazy Guy with the breach util. They're a little bit more focused towards B, but with this heavy push out towards the front of A. Should be decent information for Bleed. See how they want to play off of it.
All right, well, turret. Nano going to be cleared. Alarm bot still set up inside B. Yay, currently positioned there in the dip. Let's see if anybody's actually working their way through that door. Seems like it might be a drift back over towards A. Carpe and Rossi moving in that direction where if they end up moving forward, I mean, paranoia from Scary into a Showstopper from Darion could end up being catastrophic here for T1.
They're just waiting. I think you're exactly right, Achilles. They're just waiting for kind of a trade here. Take contact from Scary in whatever form that is, and then
he's on top of the box. He's got a really easy blast pack setup. Trout going, Showstopper sent, sends it, but they managed to pull back. Damage going to be found, it looks like. They widely managed to get away scot-free. Pink's now coming down. They want to full send it here onto the C site.
Beautiful bite from Rossi.
Smoke's dropped in, Nano going to be popped. Fault line slows them up, and again, T1 running low on time. They have to be able to get this spike planted.
10 seconds left.
Back of water. Plant now coming down as Izu gets himself into a forward position, tucked up into the corner. Side player just answering back with a little bit of spray, and now the pin gets invested. Push forward, Izu taking that first contact, tries to TP out, gets himself up inside the pit. Eventually will be flushed though. Scary spraying away, managing to find the kill as Carpe tries to lurk forward. Shorty in hand. Take down any of these low decayed members on the side of Bleed. Now they're skirting around the side of it though. Excurate not ready for the double swing to come through off the backside of Darion going down. They give themselves a chance. Carpe, however, bouncing out, comes up with two. The swap to the shorty, the push in. And Rossi says, I've got a shorty of my own.
Catch Bleed just a little bit off guard. Izu snappy with the headshot on the Crazy Guy as he tried to push that corner.
Great maneuvering too.
Yeah.
Eventually just gets sprayed down, but I like it.
I mean, he was really making it harder, though. And giving extra in from X-Curate. Going to be popped. But no double ops. Weren't able to keep it from the previous round. Just the Odin and Vandals.
And they had to get invested, but actually Ego is holding on to the Nano Swarms this time around. So the alarm bot will get cleared out.
And they're doing a really good job as T1 of burning out a lot of the utility early for Bleed. Like every time I look on these retakes, there just isn't a lot left.
Yeah, I mean, it's once again scary. No smokes. Has to wait for that one to come back up. Full utility is still there for Crazy Guy. Scary, as I say, that does get another one. Trailblazer goes in, does get the stun. Scary trying to throw the paranoia. Crazy Guy, sheriff in hand, takes out Izu. Smoke's now gone as Haunt up over the top. No reveal going to be found here onto Egoist, but he has to backpedal. He can find a kill. Getting that lockdown. Just one charge away from having it available. It looks like Rossi is going to take the opening fight, pushing forward alongside Saya player. 3 players around the corner. Things could get dicey. This could be a weapon given up unless they can connect the spray, and they do. X-Grit. Watching Waterfall takes out Crazy Guy. And that's just going to be scary now. That Vandal held on to as he creeps his way back.
Just, you know, you can see the confidence they have, knowing it is an eco, of course, but still, the backup is there from Rossi immediately to help Saya player out. I know they've got a couple players over there. They just want to smother him with gunfire. No problem. And again, it's everybody's really kind of on the same page with T1. I mean, especially on this map, but throughout most of the day, they've done a pretty good job of really playing off of each other. Good util.
Consolation prize in the back end. I mean, look, a really nice turn on the flash, but ultimately it's an Odin, so, you know, the spray down is, I mean, it's not that impressive.
No, it's not hard.
He held him old out of just absolutely nothing.
Yeah. And this just continues to compound Bleed's problems where you're able to keep these power weapons available for T1 right back into the op as X-Curate after his ult against the Eco. Really good time to have that ult in cycle. So you could save a little bit of extra cash. Really give yourself a good opportunity to go pretty deep into this one without having to worry about an Eco round even potentially. I mean, obviously they're playing really well, but you know, let's say Bleed is able to string a couple rounds together. Carpe though, Nightfall, Egoist sitting on a lockdown, waiting to maybe play back and use it for a retake potentially, but they're playing so close.
Face your fear!
That flash tells him there's quite a few people in here, and Egoist needs to get the hell out of there. He's actually going to be able to take Saya player down with him. Now can play back. Lockdown set up. Oh, that alley side's not the greatest, but still can disrupt T1's defenses. Especially stop this guy from playing forward into the site. As Izu on the lurk. Lurking, waiting, finds them both. And that's as the lockdown gets invested. The comms just can't come through fast enough, and now they need to make this one work. Kills coming in. Flash in, X-Grit turning away, spots one, says hello, takes a TP out, and he's not ready for it! They just have no idea!
Well, the way that they're working this map, I mean, Izu, brilliant patience, once again, saw it a little bit on Breeze on the Yoru, where he's able to really kind of take his time, those dimensional drifts, and here, just his positioning, and then X-Curate with the unexpected bind.
You know, two of the ones where you really don't want to face off against these guys. As they get out early, cross towards Mount, so X-Curate unable to find the pick. Still, 2 players looking forward. Now they have to backpedal over here on this A side. One going to be noted. TP across, but they just raid it. He doesn't go deep enough. Scary gets caught. The blind spray, good enough to come up with a kill. Izu down to a sliver. 3 HP remaining here for the Yeoman. Just likely going to sit back. Wait for the smokes to come back up as the rest of his team try to clear the way, but Crazy Guy says no. Holds the line, comes up with 2 kills. Carpe Saya player both going to be taken out. Izu, however, even with 3 HP, comes up with 2 kills of his own!
Unreal.
And it just feels like every single time Bleed get themselves into an advantageous position. You know, 1 step forward and then 5 steps back.
Somebody on T1 just digs him out. I mean, X-Curate clean with the op, finds the final 2 kills. It's just, it's so impressive, the confidence that T1 can roll with. I mean, obviously when you're up by this much, you're kind of allowed to take those extra...
Play loose.
Exactly. Yeah. And Izu there does do it and he gets away with it. But when you have that advantage, when you can try to, push stuff that maybe your opponent isn't necessarily expecting because you know you've done a ton of damage to him. You've put him on the back foot, and you expect them to maybe try to rotate back off of this. They've taken so.
Back forward, Darren again, looking to take some early space, but yeah, I mean the spray is finding a good amount of value here. The smoke goes down. Yeah, you're gonna be able to find one, but he and Darren both now taken out. Pressure on Crazy Guy, Rolling Thunder crashing across, and I think it maybe hit just 2 players here, or rather only Carpe, I believe.
But a beautiful response from Carpe with his utility to make sure they don't really have any ability to play off of that Rolling Thunder. I think Crazy Guy probably wishes he could have that one back. Felt a little bit panicked.
Look at Scary. He's not going on this rotation quite just yet. Seems like they haven't fully identified that all 3 players are on this side of the map, but now that the spike gets planted, that time starts ticking. He's got to join in, but this is going to be late, and you can see Crazy Guy already starting to inch forward, gets himself down onto the site.
Right there.
Could be costly. As Egoist, the first to fall. Now they know there's one in, the TP to the side. Execute playing evasively, and Carpe finding one. Sends it down. I mean, you can see, he's expecting him to be on the site. Scary just now arriving. He misses his head for a brief little moment. Scary finally able to lock in. This is arrival once again. Spell disaster. It's a push up, and it does. Scary has somehow, some way, might not be there when the team quite needed him, but he still is able to finish things out to get Bleed their 2nd round win.
And he just gets shut down immediately. Like, he thinks about the boom bot, pulls it back and says, I'm going to try to trick him a little bit as they're trying to cut back behind their toxic screen. See if I can, catch him sleeping a little bit. But T1 reacts to it really nicely, and I mean, somehow, some way, Scary finds a way to get this done. But I mean,
yeah. You can tell his lateness threw them for a loop. Yeah. They expected, he's going to be in the site already. And that's fine. He gets the round win, but the biggest issue is just how much damage continues to be dealt. And now we go into the final round. Widely, they do still have that full purchase coming in. A couple half armors chucked in there, though.
Darion with an op. Seekers.
Bring them down.
But the showstopper for Saya. So really powerful execute utility available for T1 to get the job done. Now, a lot of space taken here towards Mound as they shift back. Smoke has to come down. Bleed gonna back off a little bit. Reset. Try to play more of a default type position. Next curate. So wonderful with this operator, so crisp. Been so vocal today on stage. Really helping keep T1 mentally in it during that breeze.
Seeker's going to be let loose. We'll soon see them starting to drift over here towards the C-side. Showstopper up over the top side player, however, getting spammed down. He was able to find the kill, and that keeps Scary alive. He finds himself a 2nd elimination.
30 seconds left.
And that is Rossi not being able to get away. The spike now going to be stranded. There's no reason to not play for it, but there's only 24 seconds remaining. Last run of the half, Bleed. Looks like they are very well poised to get themselves up to 3, especially as Izu will fall. Off shot from Excurate, finding nothing. The flash is not connecting, but nor all the off shots, and he is being surrounded. A flawless round to end out. We're on Lotus, 10-2.
Advantage of that again if they win this pistol.
Excurate, forward position out here. Stun goes across, tries to get a sight out of the sky, but shot was well enough off. But look at the read here. Overall from T1, Trailblazer spotting nothing as they have the 4-man stack set up. Crazy Guy put the K onto him, just hitting even more damage. Now knocked down to 14. Flash comes in to try to dissuade any counter push out. The heals have to be utilized here from Ye to keep everybody up. We'll be able to push him back to full.
Right there.
But overall, it seems like T1 with a very good idea of how Bleed was going to open this attacking side.
Yeah. Still have the paranoia or Scary. Try to buy yourself the ability to get onto a site.
Placing swamp grenade.
Yeah, rather the Nanoswarm just to take out that trademark.
Yep.
Try to add to the confusion here, the ambiguity.
Look at this, Ye. Completely unfettered coming over towards the A site. There's no one else here. Right now, for T1, they are completely shifted over to the western side of the map, so free area, fault line used to clear, and
he's taking a very forward position. Looks like he will just pull back away from stairs. Just wanted to check forward and towards that smoke, see if there was anybody there immediately. Saya player will be the first to respond. And depending on how this timing goes, he might end up getting caught, because right now, Egoist pushing his way out. Smoke comes down.
There.
Still just hovering,
Spike
still waiting for
planted.
his teammates to go for this rotation, but look at the lurk now from Scary. Outside C. Should have heard them cutting through across connector. Can he find the timing to get that impact once more? Waiting to hear any kind of tap on the spike. The aftershock at the ready. Rossi waiting to try to push the door. Here on the turret, the push forward, the headshot coming in. Ego is good for 2. Excurrent able to find 1, but the push up, the right clicks come in, and Ye finds himself a kill. Paranoia crashing across, Excurrent down to 24 HP. Swings in, sees Ye's shoulder for just a brief little moment. Tries to get him, manages to get it done. Scary though, swinging on the corner. Taken down by Carpe. It already held at the half, gets the finish on the defuse. And that's gonna be T1 tying up.
Able to stymie this initial hit, set themselves 1 player ahead. And Excurate, only a couple bullets left in this headhunter, and he puts them to darn good use. Runs out, catches Ye, peeking a little bit, able to find that kill. Yeah, Scary's quick to trade, but Carpe, as we saw earlier, very, very good with those ghosts.
And we see the full Stinger send.
Grenade!
Monstrous investment here from the side of Bleed. They absolutely need a win here. Arian goes jumping forward. Trademark still goes out, but they check over towards Baby Door. Nobody going to be spotted there. Play now coming in. Util starting to be dumped. The Haunt gets the reveal, and Carpe mows down 2. Gets himself a 3rd. Yay, taken out. Swings out. Daring with the final bullet. Will be able to take him down. Goes for the reload, but Sion player gets on top of him fast enough, and the fuse is being stuck. Crazy guy won't even be involved. Not even a part of the picture here. Managing to find
Early rounds.
Long day, long day.
Long day. He's been really pivotal in these early rounds to set the pace for T1, to give them these early leads in the halves. And the Outlaw there floating around in Excurate's hands didn't even need it. Everybody else, now let's see what they're going to do. Just hang on to the Outlaw, a couple Bulldogs, and a Vandal there for Carpe. Guardians and Bulldogs for Bleed as they went into the Stinger well.
It's the dog check. I don't think it saw him. Oh, Zu pushing up into the smoke still. Getting a nasty shot. Once again, I mean, a really heavy stack here from T1, just expecting this aggression over towards C.
Yeah, they're really leaning on that side of the map and letting Excurate kind of play these one and done positions. Smoke coming down very, very early.
Let's see if she's got any angle to work with whatsoever here with the smoke, just perfectly cutting them off. So nothing spotted, and if they decide to enter in through door, go through tree, not gonna come up with much of anything there, but yeah.
It's not
Wrap
placed
around coming
to look
through
back.
the turret. Yeah, it's not watching in behind. Turn over to the side, and oh, Egoist. He gave up the game, but still a chance for Scary. Finds 1. Carpe now waiting. Paranoia sent. I don't think it found. No, it did find him. Oh, he's gonna be taken down. Scary finding that elimination. 25 seconds remaining. Plant now pivoted in towards the B site.
Spike planted.
Fault across is Spirit forced back, forced even lower. 5 HP remaining here on this chamber. It's gonna be Ye staying within the site to try to hold this line.
No paint shells. It's an aftershock for Crazy Guy.
Here.
Right on the corner, the ping coming down. Did they read that it's gonna be a double approach though? Paranoia managing to avoid it. Ye takes 1 down with him. Found Rossi, now it's just Izu and Excurate, and between the 2 of them, it's only 53 HP.
Satchel out.
The push forward. Blast pack, over that one to arm. The Guardian shot, more than enough to go ahead and find the kill. And in the end, it's gonna be Excurate making his exit. Just trying to get away, hold on to that Outlaw, but he does not.
Okay, it's a little bit easier here, and Scary, you know, Carpe tries to challenge here, knowing that he's hit him with his utility. They're both nearsighted, and he's gonna try to gamble on it, but Scary able to just barely get the better of him, and that really helps them get set up for that. That could have been really bad for Bleed. Again, you know, Egoist watching that angle a little bit, but without that turret there to give the early notification, made things a little bit harder for Bleed, as they really had to react well quickly to that. Unfortunately, you got a guy like Scary there.
Yeah, all the way to split for that decider map. See though, enough damage dealt. Outlaw is held on to. Or actually, it's going to be purchased back up, I should say.
And only a Nightfall to speak of for ultimates. A few away from the Seekers is Ye, but for now, T1, no Sheriffs. Keep your eyes on Carpe and Izu. They can do damage with it. And A Guardian and a Bulldog still have to be floated or bleed. Fast take towards Rubble. It's T1. Not going to contest.
Shots going out. Okay, I mean, Rossi able to find one card bait. Picking up another there with that Sheriff, but crazy guy. 3 quick kills now. Looking for the ult of his own, and oh man. But not giving, their side player not having the opportunity to reply and fire. Puts a lot of pressure here onto Excurate. He does have 5 Headhunter bullets. Outlaw picked up again, but surely this is impossible.
Well, that doesn't help.
Yeah, long spot revealing. There's one. Looks for the second for a moment.
Ooh.
I thought it was going to
Push towards C immediately. Rossi shifting over from Waterfall. Izu waiting there, looking for a response off the orb. None coming from T1. Let's see how they want to navigate this. This looks like Rolling Thunder onto the site.
Rolling Thunder into a quick entry, but it's far enough. Gets the push back there briefly onto Izu. Clear not going to be found. See Rossi just waiting to try to go for this spray and pray. Oop, spots one. Shots start flying. But Darian gets himself out to safety as the plant now getting ready to come through. Darian actually finding Xayah player. Comes up with the kill. Answering. Kill comes back in. Carpe able to put him down. Now T1 start inching their way forward here onto the site. Fault line, however, going to be slowing their approach. Flashes at the ready. First one going to be sent. Gary trying to play back here at Water. Swinging back around, but then gets caught as Carpe continues to advance forward. But Crazy Guy and Egoist find one apiece. It's all on Rossi, managing to come up with 2. Juggling back the weapons, but 5 HP. It would have to be a headshot. To tap in. Nano. Lob, both of them just on the outskirts of them. He stays alive. Ooh, okay. Not sure what happened there. This, before he calls it.
I think it may come after this round. We'll see if Autumn wants to wait a little bit longer or not. Just really good crossfire setup by Bleed on the south end of the site. And Carpe kind of overstepped his bounds. Yeah, he got one. Oh, they remember. Yeah. They remember.
Getting the read on this one now. The jump forward, but actually covering fire there from Rossi. Coming up with the kill. Darian going to be taken down. Izu with the Sheriff. Picks up Scary. Lockdown still committed into this one. It goes in the back of these kills. And that's a weapon recovered. Izu picks up the Phantom. The pivot now here into the B site. Down below. Plant coming through. This lockdown now going to expire. Rossi taken out. Crazy Guy able to find the 1 kill. Trying to go for the stun. Side player, however, pushes forward, managing to find 1, but Egoist quickly trades it back. But now they're at that man disadvantage, as it's just Egoist and he cannot get it done. Izu with the 3K. See this again here.
They commit the lockdown. They're just expecting the play and the TP right back up.
Yeah, just moving ahead of that smoke, just getting ready for the push out because he knows, okay, they're going to push in. They know that they have him stunned. I have to get covering fire. Point. Hit invested over at C. Jumping across, the swing outside player takes the challenge, takes down Ye. Rocket going in, doesn't find the kill. Looks like he's got the misread. Thought the Carpe pulled back over towards Baby Door, but instead he slid over to the left. Izu, however, will be felled. The pit will drop. C does become a solid option here for Bleed.
And does, okay, Bleed recognizes Carpe's position. They're going to clear it with the Nano. A toxic screen gives Carpe just enough room to peek in
Cover going out.
towards mid.
Has Excurate realized this position change, though? TP, it looks like he's expecting that maybe it could have been at Rubble, or he wants to try to intercept. Jiggle Peak spotting nothing. The gun barrel, no, doesn't matter. Manages to get Crazy Guy instead. Egoist trading it back, keeping it in a 2v2. Spike, however, still here in the hands of the Killjoy. Now works his way forward in towards the site, but Carpe could quickly swing in. Waiting on the cross, the shot not going to connect. Misses the opportunity. Now it's 2 players set up on the site here for Bleed.
Carpe still has a few options here in his back pocket.
Yeah.
In terms of util, to maybe clear a little bit of space, get some info.
Haunt and the Prowler both there. 1 snake bite for Rossi. Not really in a position to try to utilize that against Scary, however, but he just pushes up, managing to find 1. Now Scary TPing up here towards rope. They're holding for it, though. Just sticking to it, covering fire, coming down the double swing, and that's gonna do it. Carpe will get the last kill as the spike defeat.